Hello, happy Earth Day. It is Sheila, the Grateful Goddess Life and Business Coach. And today, taking inspiration from Mother Nature and it being Earth Day, I wanted to share just some things that I've been thinking about today. And I encourage each and every one of you to pay attention to the fact that it's Earth Day and get outside. And if nothing else, if you can't get outside, at least look out the window and just watch, at least take in Mother Nature. So first off, I want to also focus on what I want to see more of in the world. You know, that's one of the principles that I always talk about. It's so easy for our minds to be distracted and to be drawn towards what we don't like and don't want. And the more we focus on that, the more that grows. So when we focus on what we want to see more of and appreciate and show gratitude, we're adding to what we want to see more of. And so from all of this in Coronaville, the good that's coming out of it is how Mother Nature is healing through the process of people not driving and not commuting and, you know, just being more gentle and caring. And so that just one thing that is something that I'm so grateful to see happening and that we can learn from this experience. Now, I am all for getting back to being able to move about the country and to travel and to do all these sorts of things, but I'm hoping that we're going to see it in a new light and do it with more gentleness and more awareness of how can we live our lives so that we are having a smaller footprint in the world. Okay, so that's one thing that I see as good. And then really, I just want to encourage you, if you can get outside, actually putting your feet into the grass or the soil or whatever you have available to you and just really feeling into the earth and see what messages emerge for you. What is it Mother Earth would like you to know in this moment? So I think it's a really beautiful meditation and a great thing to do every day, not just on Earth Day. I also, as I was doing meditation and just really getting into nature, as we are nature ourselves, there's so many lessons that come from nature. And one being like how there are seasons and we're not to be in constant productivity mode. You know, that there are gestation periods and then there's the harvest and then it goes, you know, dormant and it refuels, and that it's more in a rhythmic nature in which it doesn't feel like it pushes and strives and tries so hard. It's not a constant doer. And this is something that I'm always having to remind myself of, because I am somebody who feels like I'm not worthy unless I am doing and producing and being in action. And so it takes a real diligent effort for me to be in slow down mode, to be in stillness. I do it daily, and it needs to be a practice of mine, but I also see how I can also make it a doing practice also. Like, okay, I'm gonna give it this much time, and you know, as opposed to just really feeling into what does my body need, my body as nature, and taking what wisdom we can from nature. Okay, so in addition to that, I also happened to come across a passage in the Daily Om on an inspirational thought that I thought I would also share with you. And it's patient perseverance, drawing strength from plants. Each season, grasses, flowers, shrubs, and trees let a part of themselves go in the form of seeds, every one of which is a point of life containing a full potential of the parent. In the quest to find a rooting spot, They are buffeted by winds, parched by the sun, and soaked by rain. And as likely as not, they encounter cement or stone rather than fertile soil. Each season, the seeds find what space they can and put forth their roots, slowly, creating more room for themselves and pushing ever upward, even when the new world they discover is harsh and unpredictable. Anyone feeling like they are in a world that feels a little bit harsh and unpredictable right now? Seedlings are small, but a single plant can widen a crack in a sidewalk or turn a rock to dust through nothing more than patient perseverance. In our lives, it's not uncommon to find ourselves cast into the wind through our own choices or through fate. We are blown hither and thither by fear, uncertainty, and influence of others. The obstacles we face may seem insurmountable and the challenges too much to bear. When this happens, look around you and note the seemingly desolate and inhospitable places in which plants have thrived. Given little choice, they set down their roots and hold on tightly, making the best of their situation. Then examine your own circumstances. Ask yourself if there's an unimagined source of strength that you can tap into. Look to the future. Picture a time in which you have widened a place for yourself and have flourished through your difficulties. The smallest things in life, such as these tiny sprouts, given time and the will to forge on, can overcome any circumstances and break down huge barriers. It may be tempting, however, when you are faced with rough or uncertain odds, to give up, change direction, or choose the easiest path. Despite this, within you, there exists the same resolve and fortitude as that displayed by these courageous plants. In finding yourself in a tight spot, you too can look upward. Grab hold where you can and use your determination to reach new heights. And I really want to emphasize the patience piece in that. Another thing that I could use more virtue in is I'm getting impatient with this process, and Mother Nature is so patient. And so today I want to encourage you to take whatever messages you feel appropriate for yourself from Mother Nature. Love you. Bye-bye. Mwah.